Hello everyone, this is me, your host, Iman Leadershipwali. You know about me, and I'm really excited today's interview. Through the session, I love connecting with inspiring people from around the world, exploring their journeys and living an experience. Education and technology can change lives. So let's begin today's conversation and discover something new together and leader of tomorrow. So today I have a very special guest is in front of me, and I'm really excited for today's interview. Today we are joined to Mr. Christer, a Swedish entrepreneur, coach, and founder of Creman Innovation. With over 37 years of experience, he has worked with leading companion like IBM and Ericsson, through his passion for self leadership, independence, and more. So, uh, I think don't waste my time and your. So, welcome to the show. Assalamu alaikum and hello.
Oh, walaikum salam. I'm very honored to be here and thank you for the invitation to your podcast. I'm looking forward to this. And thanks so
Thank
much for
you.
the presentation.
Thanks to you accepting my invitation. It's your. I know you are the very busy man and you have a lots of work in your shoulders. Sir, I'm starting my interview. My first question is that I think that it's the interesting maybe. First question is that what inspired you to become a coach and mentor others?
Um, for the first, I have been working as a coach more or less since more than 30 years. I was starting to work at IBM in the 90s, 1990, 1993, from Ericsson to
Wow.
IBM. And I got in contact with the team members there. They were coming from India, Bangalore to Sweden. And I noticed they had really hard to adjust to the Swedish system, and when you are going from a family with a lot of people and they are meeting each other to come to a cool country like Sweden, where
Right.
it's not so easy to get to know people, I become more about the coaching role as a project manager because I had to support the co-workers. And one of them said, Christy, you're more like a people's manager than a project manager. And I found that was so nice to hear. And I said that is the most important because it is people I'm working with. And the most important is how you are feeling, what you are um, having for kind of challenges right now. Because when we shall work on the technical solutions, it's so important to feel happy and feeling comfortable and safe where you are. But that was the challenge. So I had to focus a lot on the coaching. So that was the startup, I should say.
That's amazing. And what you have faced many what that's really really amazing. And yeah, it's too much help for our work and other things. So, sir, how would you describe your journey as an entrepreneur over the past 37 years?
I started up my company in 1987, and that was 3 years before the first child was born. And that was related to I was unemployed for a short while then. And then I was thinking, what shall I do if I don't have a job and employed? So I was thinking, what can I do instead? And then I started to take course in how to start up a company and create my own company instead and selling my services instead for just waiting for an employment. And shortly after that, I got a new job, and then I continue with that. And then I got the first child, and then I was thinking, okay, now I had to focus more on regular income and not the uncertainty as an entrepreneur. So that was the startup as an entrepreneur.
It means it's your childhood aim. It's entrepreneurship, right?
I have, yeah, I was 22. I'm 66 years now. So that was many, many years ago, like
I can't.
1987.
I can't believe it. It's your 66.
Yeah, I'm 66.
It's amazing. You're so young. I like I'm not accepted. It's you are the 66 years old.
Okay, thank you so much. And I should say it's because of my wife is so young and she is from Pakistan, so she is my
Oh,
inspiration and she is keeping me, yeah, keep on going. And she got me to start using AI 1 year ago, and she told me, you have to learn about that. Your old knowledge from IT and working at IBM and so on, that is obsolete now, and you have to learn that. So she is my inspiration.
yeah, she is. I really want to interview with her, and I think she's the really inspiration woman. Uh, so, well, sir, what keep you passionate about learning and evolving after decades of experience?
I decided some years ago when I was working that we talked about retirement money in Sweden will be finished and you have to prepare that you are working until you are 75. And then I was thinking, what do I like to do? What is my passion? What is the most interesting I have been working with? And that was as a coach at the Lernia Competence Company when I was working with abused women. I was working with inmates in prisons, and I've been working in 5 different prisons. I've been working with support living. I have been coaching managers on C-level, and I have always enjoyed to coach people. So the coaching part has been a part of me so many years. So I decided that this will be a future work. So that is why I always trying to learn something new all the time. So that is so important. Um,
Okay,
so that is what I am actually trying to do.
okay, that's powerful. Sir, um, do you think AI will replace human creativity?
I think AI will never replace humans, but we have to learn a lot about how to use AI, because that is the change on the job market. And I was just talking with a pro earlier, what you say, region manager at Lernia Competence Center about how AI are going to change the whole job market.
All right. And what role do you think emotional intelligence will play alongside artificial intelligence?
Yeah, I would say, sorry, I got an urgent call now. I have my brother-in-law at the hospital, and I got a message from my sister.
What?
I
Can you
have
please
my
repeat?
brother. I'm sorry, I have to interrupt. I have my brother-in-law at the hospital, and he has done a heart surgery. And I got a call from my sister. That is so important that I come back now.
You pick up your call. I'm waiting here. Okay.
Okay, that's good.
I'm stop. Okay. Okay. You alongside artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I'm back now. Sorry for I had to interrupt. I got a very emergent call. That's why I had to.
It's fine.
Uh, yeah, thank you.
It's fine. Okay. So, sir, please answer the question. What role do you think emotional intelligence will along with will play alongside artificial intelligence?
I would say that emotional intelligence is the most important for humanity, for the future. It will become even more important than before because now the information flow with AI and all kind of, I should say, leadership challenges we have in the world, with the wars, with the conflicts, with people are looking at things from a scarcity perspective instead of abundance. That's why I'm so proud of being the abundance responsible for Sweden, and I got that from Safar. So now I am very focused on the positive things, and we need to understand how, or hearts, I should say, how we are interacting with people and how we can connect with people from our hearts instead of our brains. The brain is important to involve as well, but we need to have the, I should say, the empathy with people. And we start with our families, with the people closest to us. And there are many challenges because the information flow and I should say the evil leadership in the world today is what we see every day. Therefore, self leadership is so important that we don't follow another people's agendas. That's why we need to come close to our empathy so we can feel with people and feel it in our hearts and see it. What if it was my daughter, if it was my son, my children, my parents who are actually affected by the war mongers violence in the world? We have to say no and stop it before it's too late. There have been too many killings in the world. There have been too many abuses, and there have been too many, I should say, bad people who are controlling and people are following. We need to step up and say no and shows the right path in the world and with each other. So that's why it's so important with emotional intelligence.
Yeah, you are right, and I really admire your mindset and to like that's connect perfectly to my next question. So, sir,
I can't hear you. I lost your
yeah.
voice. Can you repeat?
Oh, can you hear me clearly?
Now I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, my question is that thank you so much for my first question, your answer. And what does self leadership mean to you?
Self leadership means that I am choosing myself, who I want to follow, who I want to support, and what I have in my values, and choose from my values and not being forced to follow someone else and do something and so yeah, or hurt other people. And it's also for me self leadership that I can control my own time, what I spend my time and what I spend my money on. And that is a free choice when you are self leader. Then I can say, no, I don't want to work for producing weapons. I don't like the weapon industry. I want to work with education. I want to work as a coach. I want to do something which is changing people's mindset so they start up with communication instead of creating violence. Because I never believe we can solve anything if we are not having a non-violent mindset and where we are looking at the best parts. When I was working in the prisons, I met murders, I met people. I have been living at the hospice for 3.5 months. I have seen people dying in front of my eyes, more or less. And those things are happening in the world. So that's why it's so important with self leadership that we can stand up, having the civilian courage, and that we are not following someone else's agenda. That's self leadership for me.
It's interesting, and it's I can totally feel your passion when you talk about this. And so, sir, the my interview part.
Now you're fading away. I can't hear you anymore. It's like the
Yes.
Now you're back. Yeah.
Okay. You have had a long career, and you do. How do you handle tough time or failures?
Oh, that's a good question. I've been homeless. I have been totally broken with a lot of debts. I've gone through many hardships in my life. And the most important, I should say, to handle challenges is to look at the situation and see what is good, not what is bad. And when I see things which are good, can be that what shall I learn from this situation when I don't have any money, I have to live as a homeless, living, sleep in a cellar. Then I am thinking about people who have gone through similar things themselves. And then I am thinking, what shall I learn from this situation? What can I do better for myself? So I improve myself, be more humble, and be wiser, and understand people what they have to go through. Because when I'm working as a coach, the most important for me is that I can feel with the clients without me taking over and asking powerful questions and make them to make the lifestyle changes or behavior changes they need to do for being successful, setting up their own goals and plans, and having the discipline to fulfill and never stop before I am feeling now I am finished. Because it's not about how deep we are falling, it's about how high we can jump when we have hit the bottom. And that is how I am looking at it and taking on the challenges and what I can learn from them.
This conversation is really true, and I'm really uh, this and very informative. So, sir, um, how do you how can team or organization create a culture of abundance and support?
After culture, you disappeared. How can an organization and in a culture, and then I lost you. What did you say after?
Okay. How can team or organizations create a culture of abundance and support?
Yeah, for the first, they need to listen to each other. Instead of what
Yes.
I shall say in the next moment, I need to listen. And when I'm talking about listening, it's active listening and also feeling with the person and try to understand and not what I want to say. That is, as I see, the most important in teams. And understand what is the need and not what I want. Because many times we are talking about the wants instead of the needs. And when we look at the needs, we have the same basic human needs. And if we can meet the team in the same way we would like to be met by ourselves, then we are actually coming closer to the communication. And now I'm talking about the real communication, not just for it shall look and be good communication on the surface. I have been talking with people who have been very close into many kind of criminality crimes and doing the worst things. I have also seen people in families, they are having dreams and they want to do things, but they don't have the family with them. That is also something which is so important. And see the team as your family. That is the most important. And we can take yeah, I will compare. If you are in a war, for example, and you have to fight, you are not thinking about how you can survive yourself, because if not, your partner, your colleague, the other person is caring about you. It's about how you can care about them. So we need to see that I can't survive in this team without caring about my friends, my colleagues, and that is the teamwork you have to start with. And always think about others. I would say that be kind, do good to others what you want to feel and see for yourself. Then will the rest be solved.
Like it's mean like your answer mean is that listening is most important, right?
Yes.
In front of your person, so everything is in track and like straightforward.
Yeah. That is the
Okay.
most important. Because
Yeah.
if you're listening to the person and see the person, I have been a mentor in schools, and the most important thing today, because there are so many students, they have problem with their mental health and they are worried about their results and all those things. I was a swim trainer for children during 10 years, and I learned something at that time, and that was each child needs to be seen, and also in the school they need to be seen and listened to. And when I meet the people in that way, it changed. It changed totally. So that is why it's so important to listen.
Thank you so much, the for the answer, sir. How do you support people in finding freedom and purpose in their life?
I use different kind of methods. I use visualization. It can be like dream work and making like a vision board and play music and make the people to relax and ask questions like, if you don't get paid and you get anything, what would you focus on? What is your passion? What are you doing on your free time? What is the most important? Who do you love in your life? Who is the most important person? And things which are very deeply rooted into the values a person have. That is the most important for creating a change. And if they are doing something and want to do a career, set up goals and have the discipline and an action plan and follow it. And get an education if you need to have more knowledge about it. Get a mentor, get a coach, or if you need counseling, and then you need also to look at yourself if you have some kind of mental issues or challenges. Many times it's related to families or something else. I've been coaching teachers. I've been coaching teaching in Pakistan, and that is always so interesting when I'm talking with them and hearing about their background. I've heard about people in bad relationships, abusive relationships, and so on. But it's so important to actually listening. I'm coming back to that again. That is, yeah.
That's amazing, sir. I was chatting with you, and you was said about your wife, and he's your strain. So I think that I'm converting my question to your wife.
Yeah, I really want to express that related to my wife because she is my strength and she is the one behind me. I also want to say, related to my wife, she is not doing interviews and she has told me, I don't like to do interviews. I don't want to be exposed. I like to be in the background, and she is the CSO. She is so good in analyzing and she is so good in coming up with strategies. And she is the one who are always supporting me from behind. That's why I'm saying it's so important to have this support from her. And I am so proud of the work she's doing and how she's sharing with me and the time she's spending of the research work. And as a strategist, I should say she is the best, and she is doing so many things which I admire and I'm proud of. That's why I always say that I want to lift up her, because it's not always about the extrovert people who are out there saying, I'm here, I'm doing those things, and talking about themselves and showing their work. I want to show up her work behind me and beside me and the work we do together. We have been doing coaching together. That is something we can do also. And then we have a female perspective and a male perspective. And that is the combination we have when we are doing the dual coaching, for example. So she is my inspiration. She got me to start
Yeah,
using.
yes,
Yeah.
I like. I'm clapping for you and her, and it's really like it's too. That's such a human and honest answer. Thank you so much, sir. And my last question is that, um, uh, if you could describe your relationship in one word, what would it be and why?
Love.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank. I really want to know more about your relationship.
I really want, and I lost your contact again.
I think I have an internet issue, so that's why connectivity is not proper. I was saying, can I conduct your interview with your wife? I'm really inspired with her.
Yeah, I
I hope
understand
she's
you.
agree with that.
You are not the first one asking for it, and I have asked her several times, and I have tried to brought her with me and so on. But she always say that no, I don't want to be exposed, and I want to be behind you and the work. And then I say, okay, then I'm lifting you up and putting you on the front and tell how good you are and what you are doing. Because without you, I would not be here, and I would not be so happy today and what I'm doing today and what I want to share. And that is coming from her and her experiences and what she is actually trying also to say. We have talked a little bit about this, about people can be different. Some people are more extrovert, some people are, what you say, introvert. And I think that is also a little bit about the personality, the character we have. And some people are more, I should say, pure, sensitive, and they want to protect themselves in some way because they sometimes have too much sensitivity and feeling with people. And when they are in public situations, have hard to, yeah, to stay by themselves and being affected by others. And we will see one day. Maybe we are going to do interviews and we can stand on the same stage and talking. That would be so amazing. That would be the best, I think.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm really like the interview is going to good, and I hope you are like the questions and all the answers I provided.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. I lost you again. You thanked me so much for the interview. I want to thank you for the interview and for the great questions.
Thank you so much. So it's time to overall my interview, and thank you so much again, Mr. Christopher, for sharing your powerful story, like about your wife and about your experience and wisdom with us today. Your journey, it's a very beautiful reminder that with self leadership. Graduated and obedience mindset, we can face any challenge with strength and hope. And to everyone, thank you everyone to watching. Stay inspired, keep growing, and remember your purpose is your powerful. So this is your host Iman Leadershipwali, signing off with of with graduated and positively. So thank you so much, sir, again and again, and I hope you will
Thank you so much. And also thanks to the audience and the work you are doing and the interviews you are doing. That those are great. And I also want to say that Rehan School, I have known Mr. Rehan Alawali since
oh
13 years. And what he's doing in Pakistan for the people, it's amazing. And it was
thank you so
Bertola
much.
Bergstrand in Sweden introduced me to Alawala for 13 years ago. I'm so thankful for this collaboration. And yeah, Allah Hafiz, and thanks so much.
Allah Hafiz. Thank you so much, sir.